Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn GSP with Mahesh. Today we'll see a possible bug in BigQuery when you try to load a data with auto detect option. So we'll see, this is what I suspect. It could be a possible bug, but I'm not very sure. But I wanted to show you what I have observed. So before we get into that actual bug which I wanted to share with you, so this is my data set. The data set is having only 3 rows and it is having 3 columns here. The first column is a string, second column is a integer, the third column is a date type. All right, and if you see, I have purposely made few rows empty. Line number 4, line number 5 is empty currently. So I'm just trying to show you, I'm trying to load as if like 5 rows. That is what we are trying to see. By doing this, you'll see that bug getting explode. So that is the whole intent. So what we'll do is in the BigQuery, we'll try to load that. So for that, let's create a table. And I wanted to show you 2 different flavors where in one case, the system works efficiently. BigQuery works efficiently without any issues. And in another case, it does not work that way. So let me make it as upload because the file is in my local system. So let me try to upload that data BigQuery underscore buggy. And let me show it as demo. Uh, with manual schema. So meaning I'm going to give the schema details. So let me add the field. So first name, which is string. Second name, I'll call it as department ID, which is an integer. The third one is, let's make it as joining date. And let's make it as date. And you can click on create. Before clicking create, I would like you to pause the video and see, just think about it. Just think about it. If you have created a schema like that and you are trying to load a data like this, will it work or not? Just pause, just think about it. And once you think about it, you can play the video back. All right, now if you have thought it, so just try to click create. As per my understanding, it should not work because row number 4 and row number 5 are empty, which is null, and it will definitely throw you an error. So let's try to see that what happens. So I've clicked on create. Let's wait for the job. Awesome. It shows row number 4 is having a this thing. So it's encountering the error. So that's totally good. This is totally acceptable. So now what we'll do is we'll go back, open the job history. What we'll do this time is click on the job history. We'll try to repeat the job, but this time we are going to do what? We'll load the data again. This time I'm not going to use the schema which I have manually defined, but I'm going to auto detect and click on create. Now this time the system is going to work without throwing any error. Let's see that and see what happens. So this is all live, so I'm not pausing the video. I just wanted to show you what's really working or what's not working. So since we used the same job name, the table name was the same, so that is the reason. And if you see here, the table is created, and if you want to preview it, you see this here. This is what I felt like a possible bug. I had mentioned it as auto detect schema. So row number 4 and 5, it has identified properly. If you just click on the schema details, it has identified the first field is string, second field is integer, third field is date. But if you see, it shows something like this. This is what I feel like a possible bug. I'm not very sure whether this is how the system is supposed to work, but I feel this is something wrong because when I manually created the schema, it worked expected as expected. But when we turned on auto detect, it was showing some which it did not throw any error and it showed this kind of a stuff. And let's try to query it and see whether it how many rows comes in. So let's just try that. Select star and try to see what's really the stuff. Yes, it still shows you that null stuff, which is not expected, because when you try to create the schema, auto detect the schema, there was no option for not null, null, anything. So still it took it. So I personally feel this is like a possible bug, but I'm not the official guy to say it. So, but something which I observed, I thought of sharing it with you. So that whenever you use auto detect, make sure there's no empty fields. So that is the message which I wanted to convey. Hope the video is helpful. Thank you for watching.